Hey, my name is Ruben and I'm the owner of Top Lawn Pros. Today we're going to be showing you things to look for when hiring a landscaper for your HOA. So we just acquired this HOA company this HOA community about 2 weeks ago, and we just started a few things that we're doing. So here they have St. Augustine grass, and the St. Augustine lawn by the previous landscaper was being mowed at the wrong height. It was being cut too short. So one of the things that we did when we came in is we started mowing it a little bit higher. We've already seen a difference where it's filling in. There's a bunch of weeds. We're going to be taking care of this. So we want to show you a transformation maybe 4 to 5 months from now of where we're at with this HOA. So I want to show you a few other things here. Things that we do that other companies might not be doing. So again, we just acquired this property a couple weeks ago, but we see the neglect that was here from the previous landscaper. So a bunch of weeds everywhere. This doesn't grow like this in a couple weeks. So it's been a few months of neglect, something that we're going to be improving upon, and you'll be able to see on later videos. So this whole area here of St. Augustine doesn't look like it was ever fertilized or had any weed control. We just fixed the irrigation system. We're working on that, and we're going to fertilize and do weed control here. So we'll see this St. Augustine fill in really nicely. Right now it's very short. It's very stressed due to the fact that we were in a drought and we didn't have that much water as well. It was not getting fertilized for the last 2 to 3 years. So we're going to come in and really transform this place. Back here, I'm going to show you the ponds and our responsibility to mow the ponds. A few things that we do to make sure that the community stays looking nice. So if we promise you to go ahead and mow this property every single week, that's exactly what we're going to do. If we promise to edge every single week, we're going to do that. We're going to stay on top of our contract and our agreed upon maintenance. So take a look at the pond and the way it looks after we've taken the opportunity to mow it yesterday. So our guys were here yesterday. They went ahead and mowed the pond edges. This is just one of the ponds that we maintain. We use some stand-on mowers because of the slope there on the hill, and we mow all the way up to the fence edges. So some customers or some neighbors have fences. We'll go all the way to the fence edge. I want to show you the entrances and things that we're planning on doing over here too. Things that we look at and that you should be on the lookout when hiring a landscaper. So lots of detailing to be done here. These hedges were trimmed yesterday. We went ahead and took care of the hedges. Unfortunately, it's been raining so much that we haven't been able to spray the weeds in the landscape beds. But that's one of the things that we're going to be taking care of. A lot of the plants look neglected, look very weak, and the problem is that they haven't had proper watering. So these arboricolas shouldn't be looking like this, especially after 3 years of being planted. They should be looking nice and full. So once we start watering this nicely the way we plan on doing it and fertilizing it, you're going to see a big change. So let's move on this way. I want to show you another area. So the importance of having a good landscaper and somebody that pays attention to the details. So here you can see all the drip irrigation is exposed. That's not good. The drip irrigation is plastic, so with the sun it's just going to destroy that plastic and it's going to break. So it's important for these beds to be covered with mulch, a good thick layer of mulch, and you do that probably twice a year, at the very least once a year. It hasn't been done here clearly for a while. You see bare dirt, no organic matter, just sand here. So same thing on this side. So here on this bed, we have a little bit more mulch, still a lot of drip irrigation exposed here. So a lot of drip irrigation exposed. The irrigation here wasn't working, and you can see compared to that side, there's some plants over there. Some of them have died, but here there's no plants because it wasn't being watered properly. So now we have a good team in here doing the watering the right way. Same thing on this side. So it's important to water the plants with enough water every week. It's important to fertilize it, do pest control, weed control in your beds, and also, proper trimming and cleaning of these plants. So we're gonna go to 2 more areas of this community so you can see the type of work that we're doing. And we actually wanna show you this a few months from now so you can see the transformation of when Top Lawn Pros started and how we're doing now that we're taking care of this for a few months. All right, this open field here can be a little bit awkward because it looks like it's part of that property. Same thing with the field on the other side. Look at the nice stripes that we have over there with the work that our team did yesterday. So how do we make sure that our team knows exactly what they're doing? We have a map that we share with the team. Every time they come to the property, they have that map and they can see exactly what areas they need to do. There's some common areas that are more easily identified than others. This one is one of those that would be easy to miss if you didn't have a map. So that's one of the ways that we mitigate that risk, is by having a map, sharing that in the mornings before we do our service with our team members. So this area is also maintained by us, and then across the street over here. So look how nice the St. Augustine is looking here compared to the other side. So we're mowing this at 4 inches right now. We don't want to go too short with it, but we're at 4 inches. We're starting to water it again, so some areas are a little bit more green than others. So we can see here the landscape beds look much better than at the other entrance. I believe that they look much better. The shadow on the house doesn't allow the sun to hit them as hard. That's probably why this is looking a little bit better. Let's compare it to this side where it gets much more sun. And you can see here that because there hasn't been a lot of watering, this side of the yard or this side of the community, the property is not looking as nice. So a lot of weed pressure, plants are looking not too good. We have this palm tree here that is not looking great. This might be a palm tree that we will bring up to the attention of the board. It might need to be cut down and replaced before it hurts anybody. So let's go out here and check out these large areas of mowing. So yesterday we came out here and we mowed this whole area all the way down. We mowed it, and all the way down this way we also mowed all this area, edged it, and blew the trimming. You see all those hedges all the way down? We came out and trimmed all those hedges all the way down there. So I want to go to the third entrance. Usually the entrances are the areas, focal points. You want to do a good job everywhere, but your entrances are your focal points where your community members come in and out. So you want those looking good. So here, again, we need some mulch. We need to improve the watering. So St. Augustine is not looking that great, a little bit neglected. But you'll see the difference of before and after in the transformation as we continue to work here. Again, we are at the last entrance here for the community, mowing this area as well. We can see, look at these beds, just highly neglected beds. We've only come to this property twice, so there's a lot of work still to be done. But look at these beds, the way they look, full of weeds. We're going to start taking care of this and making sure that the weeds are kept at bay to make this community look as good as it can. Awesome. So top 3 things to look for when hiring a landscaper for your HOA community. Number 1, you're looking for somebody that's reliable, that's going to show up on a regular basis, that's not going to have excuses, and that's going to communicate. So that's what reliable is. Number 2, you're looking for somebody that pays attention to detail. Details are the most important part of this job. Having a well-manicured landscape makes such a difference in the way your community is perceived. And number 3, you have to have insurance. You have to look for a company that's going to be insured and that's going to be professional in their approach. So that's number 4 there, is just looking for a company that's professional. Now, so if you're looking for somebody that has all these qualities, a company that has all these qualities, you should call Top Lawn Pros at 813-595-3920, or you can visit our website at www.toplawnpros.com. You can easily request a quote and somebody will be contacting you in minutes. All right, appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments.